All right, we are going to round 6. Caden is going to update some of that player information and the respective deck types. Just give us a second, but we are on our way. Okay, sweet. Mystic Forge. All right, I'm really looking forward to seeing this. Okay, both of these players are 5-0. Nicholas versus Jeffrey. Nicholas being the Mystic Forge player, and Jeffrey's going to be a mono red Stompy. Okay, so this, Caden, is not like a painter list. This is just like Ancient Tomb, City of Traders, Blood Moon, Kiki Jiki, Fabled Mirror Breaker and stuff, right? Okay.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, that's gonna be pretty sweet. So, I know that's been a deck that's existed for a long time. So, sweet. Okay, we're just adjusting the layout. Great. Okay. All right, players are drawing their first hand. Really cool. I imagine this might be the match where finally in round 6 we're gonna see some One Rings drop. Right.
We'll finally get to see some One Rings.
All right, I'm a huge enjoyer of the One Ring. I've got a play set of the whatever is it, the bundle foil one, where you can see Gollum's hand.
Right.
From Lord of the Rings. I really love that card. I win with it, but I've also lost by it a lot. So I think it's got a lot of really cool lore and design space with it, because it's not just an auto win. It can also bite you, which is a lot of fun. So.
I agree.
Yeah. So. Especially if I'm playing against someone who's playing like a burn deck or something that's really aggro, I can really get punished for getting hit with the ring a few times. So, okay. All right, and we're okay.
I'm just updating the other side.
Oh, is that for
for the backup.
We're back. We're also updating our the text for our backup match as well. So, okay. All right, we look like Nicholas is drawing his hand, and I think we're all on. Are we keeping 7s?
So far, it looks like Mono Red is keeping 7.
Okay.
It looks like the Mystic Forge player is doing math.
Okay. It's scary when a big mana deck does math, right? So.
So Meth Captain, or me the Captain, asked what are the commentators' experience with the current format versus previous Legacy and favorite decks.
Hey Jordan, this is Gary. I know we've played a few times together. I try to play Legacy when I can, but I've been on and off with Legacy pretty actively since 2014, and I was playing in Europe.
So his experience is a lot deeper than mine. I have played a little recently over the past couple of years. Over the past year exactly, I myself haven't played very much Legacy, as I've been more of a tournament grinder for the standard and modern formats. Basically, whatever the current RC format is, that's where I play. I do watch a lot of streamers and a lot of different people, a lot of different folks, and I pay attention to top 8 deck lists and whatever is posted. And I'm able to follow the format that way. But whenever it comes to actually playing paper Magic or anything online, I myself haven't really played that much, but I do have enough experience with the format from playing the past few years. I'm at least able to recognize and commentate in a way where I know what the cards do.
Yeah.
I've played more Vintage than I have Legacy over the past few years. And that's kind of where my experience is. I've played a lot of Bizarre decks, whether it be with Cradlevine or if it be with Bizarre, with Dredge.
Sweet. Yeah, and for favorite Legacy deck types, I'm a huge fan of. I'm loving Eldrazi Post right now, and I'm a long-term fan of Goblins. Oh, that is a gentleman move from Nicholas, showing us his hand. Okay, I didn't quite catch it. Hopefully, chat. You guys
I did see a Karn in there.
Okay, we see Grim Monolith, which is a Very, very sick Magic card. This deck demands 4 of these, right? I think.
Yes.
It's,
Yeah.
and it is a reserveless card, but it's a sick card. So.
Whenever it comes to like my favorite deck, my most played deck in Legacy is Burn. Which is what Curtis Thompson's deck is. That who commentated yesterday. He's kind of the one that turned me onto the deck. Now, if I was able to like just pick up any deck that I wanted to and play in the format, I could see some kind of Cloud Post deck because I really love big mana decks. But whenever it comes to Burn in general, I love the play style of it. I love the mentality of being able to know I'm going to win quick or lose quickly, and that helps with long tournament stretches.
Now, me, the captain, he is a big Storm fan, and I know that he is on the Epic Storm. So shout out to the Epic Storm and all those Storm players out there. I don't know that we have some Storm in the room, but huge shout out to the Brian Cook and all of your community.
So Nicholas, so he is on 4 Fleshraker, 4 K Command, 4 Karns, 2 Ugin, and the only actual creature he's playing in the deck is going to be Glaring Fleshraker. And has a ton of artifacts.
And just because Glaring Fleshraker, you start playing those artifacts on those colorless permanents, and boom, you just start knocking your opponent down.
Notably, Nicholas is our first place. He's currently in first place. We have 4 undefeateds right now, 4 5-0s, and then we have 3 4-0-1s. And Nicholas, he is 10-1 whenever it comes to game records. He's only dropped a single game all day.
Wow.
And his opponent match win percentage is pretty good. It's 66.6 repeating.
Okay.
So whenever it comes to like standings, he is on top, and he's on top for a good reason. He's playing really well. And then his opponent, Jeffrey, he is the bottom of the undefeateds. He has a really rough opponent match win percentage, and he himself has dropped 3 games.
Okay.
We're going to take a look at Jeffrey's list and see what he's got. He's got pretty standard mono red list: 4 Broadside Bombardiers, 4 Fury, 4 Magus of the Moon, 4 Pyro Voice, and 4 Simian Spirit Guides, and then 4 Chalices. And he has 4 One Rings, but with that Karn to play, those One Rings aren't going to matter. He also does have 2 Blood Moons, which we have a Blood Moon in play, but as we can see, this Blood Moon isn't really doing too much, especially with this Karn in play and his own One Ring.
Yeah. What's going to be really fun to see is when Nicholas starts activating Karn, is to see what's in Nicholas's wish board for the Karn. Do we have? Certainly have that.
I can go ahead and start pulling that up. So Nicholas's options in his sideboard that are artifacts. He has Disruptor Flute, Ensnaring Bridge, Liquid Metal Coating to be able. That's the target permanent becomes an artifact until end of turn, so you can target a land, and then plus with Karn, and target artifact becomes a creature, and its mana value is equal, and its power and toughness is equal to its mana value, which land
to kill. Okay, I need to look into that. That's cool.
A land would become an artifact creature with power toughness 0/0.
Okay,
and it would
that's cool.
Die to state-based actions.
Okay, that's sick.
He also has the Mycocenthalatus.
I love that. I have that. Yeah.
So Mycocenthalatus with Karn would just absolutely turn off everything for his opponents. Then he has an extra copy of Mystic Forge, Perilous Snare, Tormod's Crypt, and a Walking Ballista to be able to combo with that Glaring Fleshraker.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I end up grabbing Tormod's Crypt a lot with my Karn just to blow up the graveyard, especially if I'm scared my opponent's about to drop a Murktide or something like that. So.
Looks like we do have a Broadside Bombardier attacking the Karn, and because it has already attacked, he's able to boast with it, so he could sacrifice that Blood Moon to deal 5 damage to something.
Now, the cool thing about Big Red, I'm just mono red, Stompy, playing with Broadside is they can tick up their One Ring a bit, and then they can fling it with Broadside, which is huge. So that way you won't die on the turn coming back, which is obviously I don't have that luxury in my current Eldrazi post list, but that's really neat. So.
Yeah, being able to turn a One Ring into dealing 2 or 3 damage to you into dealing 6 to your opponent or 6 to another person.
After just drawing a whole bunch of cards. Really cool. So. Yeah, I mean, these guys are fighting with chainsaws right here. They both have some board presence and stuff, and it looks
there's still a lot of things happening with this Broadside Bombardier. on the field. Grim Monolith notably does not untap. He's going to take 2 to his 1 ring, so he's at 17.
Yeah.
And I believe that is an Urza Saga in play, and notably there has been a new rule change that has made it to where sagas don't immediately die if they have more chapters, or if they have more counters or chapters than they would have the abilities.
Okay.
So even though it has 0 chapters on it, and it's not.
Because it's the Blood Moon. Gotcha.
Yeah, because of the Blood Moon in play, it's not going to die immediately.
So. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So a few props to Nicholas. Gorgeous deck. I don't know. Is that a Chrome Mox right there from?
That is a Mox Opal.
Mox Opal, but that is an Expo Mox Opal. And he's got some Expo Expedition Lotus Petals. Those are beautiful. Those are worth a ton, but they're gorgeous. That series of those premium
and that is a
artifacts.
Mycosynth Lattice he's grabbing out of the sideboard.
Here we
and
go.
That's going into play.
And he's dropping. Okay, so we got a lock. We got the Karn lock right here.
Right, so nothing can be activated on Jeffrey Kramer's side. He can only attack with his broadside bombardier from now on.
And he's got some Scion tokens to chump. Eldrazi Scions, right? Or spawns, sorry.
He has 2 spawn tokens that he's
okay.
able to block with.
Yeah.
So Jeffrey should be able to see the writing on the wall here.
Or is he trying to hit Karn?
He could sacrifice a Blood Moon and deal 5 to it, but it looks like he's not. He's opting to not do so.
Okay.
He's going to take some more damage to his 1 ring. Both of his pawns are gone now.
Okay.
He is playing it really patiently, recognizing that Nicholas can't actually cast any Kozilek's commands right now. Now he could spend 3 and untap a Grim Monolith and then use that to cast a K command for like 1.
So
looks like he is untapping.
Exactly what he's doing. Yeah.
Cast Glaring Fresh Raker because that requires colorless mana.
Yeah.
So now every time he plays a colorless spell, he's going to get a spawn, and it's going to shoot Jeffrey for 1.
Ping. Yep. Basalt Monolith. Lots of resources to make colorless mana through that Blood Moon, which is huge. Okay, we're casting a new ring. Oh, that's it. Jeffrey's had enough. So boom, Nicholas. Mystic Forge does its thing. 1 ring is a good magic card.
So notably with Broadside Bombardier, Rainy Storm did bring up a good point. For the boast, it says sacrifice another creature or artifact, so you can't sacrifice.
Oh, you can't Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Otherwise, I'm sure he would have been sacrificed long ago.
Yeah. All right, so Mystic Forge and Mono Red are hitting the sideboard. Who do you think is favored in this matchup? Deck, just not the players, the deck-wise. What would you rather be on?
I would rather be on the play.
There we go. Hey-o, Jack will be here all night. I'd rather be on the play. You got that here. Put that on a T-shirt. Yeah.
Honestly, it does. It honestly feels like a coin flip.
Yeah.
Like whoever can get their lock piece on the board the fastest, because that's what both of these decks are trying to do.
Yep.
If he could get a Blood Moon effect into play on turn 1. That would make it really difficult for Nicholas to be able to turn out his artifacts really fast.
Okay.
He does have Mox Opal still, and he probably has Lotus Petals. Yeah, we did see a Lotus Petal earlier.
And I see one of the Chalice certainly has Chalice, so I don't think Chalice does a ton against Mystic Forge. So.
So let's see. So Chalice would on 0.
Oh, Chalice on 0
would counter Mox Opal, Lotus Petal.
Okay.
And that would be it. I don't
know if that's even worth it.
I don't think it's worth it.
No.
Really, it's for Chalice on 1 against the other decks.
Trinisphere on turn 1. Is that Rainy? Yeah, Trinispheres are.
Well, the mono red deck is not playing any Trinispheres.
No 3 balls. Okay.
So out of the sideboard, they could be bringing in Disruptor Flute to name Karn the Great Creator. They also have some Fiery Confluence to be able to deal a bunch of damage to I don't think it deal. I think it says like it's put to a player, so it's not like the old rules where you could just redirect it to the planeswalkers.
Okay.
He does have a pithy needle in the sideboard, so I can see him bringing that in to be able to just name Karn. So between Disruptive Fruit and Pithy Needle, I can see those cards coming out. He has some Fairy Macabre, some Leyline of the Voids, and Shadow Spear, but I don't see those being options for the mono red player. And then for the Mystic Forge player, it's pretty easy most of the time. Most of their sideboard's a wish board.
Yeah, it's a wish board, so they're not even
cards that are not artifacts that he wouldn't be bringing in. He's not going to be bringing in his Fairy Macabres. He does have some Warping Whales. I don't know if that's something that he would be interested in. Warping Well, it says exile target creature at power toughness 1 or less, counter target sorcery spell, or make a Scion. I really don't see that coming into play.
Yeah, I don't see what sorcery you
I imagine Warping Well is probably for Tamio.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Nice clean way to get rid of Tamio. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately for Jeffrey, he does not run Trinisphere. Turn 1 Trinisphere would be really good, but he's not running it. Let's see if Jeffrey finds a good 7 that he can keep. Looks like he is satisfied with his hand, so he's going to keep 7. And I imagine Nicholas, based off his posture, it looks like he's also interested in keeping his 7.
Okay, we're looking at his
He
hand.
is keeping.
Is that an ancient tomb?
It was
a
an ancient
bunch
tomb.
of.
It looked like a ballista. It was a bunch of masterpieces.
Yeah, it's okay. Yep. Your hand, you got a lot of jewelry in your hand there, Nicholas. That's pretty awesome. So let's see these good-looking cards on the battlefield. So. What card is that? I know we have some glare, chat, but we have to fight.
That looks like
through
a
that,
0 drop of some kind.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a Lotus Petal, I think.
Okay.
Just thinking about what else he wants to do. Oh, it's a Chrome Mox.
Chrome Mox. Okay,
Putting
so
a lightning
pitching
bolt
the Simian.
underneath.
Okay.
Oh no, that's Simian
Simian
Fear
Spirit
Guide.
Guide,
You're right.
okay, yep.
And
No,
Disruptor Flute.
What are we naming with Flute?
I imagine it has to be Karn the Great Creator, right?
Yeah. Okay. Because you don't want to shut down all of your artifacts.
Yeah, so Karn the Great Creator will cost 6, and then anytime he would want to activate it, it's going to cost 2.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is 2. It costs 2 more. We're going to look at the card and double check.
Activated abilities.
It's 3. Spells with the chosen
yeah.
name cost 3 more to cast. And activated abilities with the chosen name can't be activated, so you can't even
Karn's
activate
basically
the
a
card.
7 mana.
7 mana, turn off your artifacts.
Now, one thing I don't have, a new card that folks are playing, I don't know if it's in Mystic Forge, is the new Ugin from Dragon Storm. I think people playing 1 of or 2 of them in some decks. It looks pretty cool, so I've not picked that up. That was fun. Is that,
So it looks like they wrote down a name, but we can't see the name.
Yeah.
I can double check.
I can look at it from the screen. Give me a sec.
Oh, they named Grim Monolith. It wasn't even Karn the Great Creator. Interesting.
Yeah, Grim Monolith. Yeah.
So if he's able to resolve a Grim Monolith, he can still activate the mana ability, just not the untap.
Ah, okay.
And we did get a Mystic Forge into play.
Yeah. Because it was what, Petal Tomb, Mystic Forge, boom.
Yeah.
That was a lot of resources went into casting that Mystic Forge.
Looks like we got a destroy land.
Yep. That was one of those modal.
Yeah, modal double face.
Double face spells, yeah, okay. That's rough. Okay, but Mystic Forge is a hell of a card to have in play, right? So. Okay, another Ancient Tomb.
And just pass. Taking some more damage down to 13. Magus of the Moon.
Oh.
It's going to turn off the colorless sources for Nicholas because he can't cap. Grim Monolith would cost 5 mana to cast.
Mm-hmm.
Reveals a Kozilek's command
Okay.
off the top of his deck. He gets exiled, I believe.
I love that card. Kozilek's Command is just so fun. It's removal, it's ramp, it's card selection. It's just such a fun card.
So for those of you at home that don't know what Mystic Forge does, the namesake of the deck, it's 4 mana artifact that says you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast artifact spells and colorless spells from the top of your library, and then you can pay 1 life to exile top card of your library. So that was a mana full key that got exiled. I'm guessing that Kozilek's Command was cast for 0. It looks like that's what happens.
Okay.
And usually whenever you're doing that, it's the scry 0 draw card.
Ah, okay.
And then you can target X cards or maybe 0 scions.
Is that a key you just?
And it's a mana full key that's in play. It looks
Okay.
like that's a
Lotus Petal.
Lotus Petal.
So Nicholas is stabilizing a little bit.
1, 2,
Mystic
3,
Forge.
forward, the one
We've got ring. There we go. That's the version I have. I like that one. It's
Yeah, that's
it's
the
nice.
bundle.
The bundle,
promo.
yeah. It's nice. So it's good looking. I really like that crazy. Looks like a 1970s poster or whatever, like rock concert poster, like the really far out there treatment. It's like I think one of the secret layers or something. It's
Yeah.
They're super pricey but good looking One Ring. So. Okay.
So it looks like we do have a result, Karn.
Karn has entered the chat. Okay.
The One Ring no longer will be able to be activated while that Karn's in play.
Yeah. And Chrome Mox won't, right?
Yeah, the
Can't
Chrome
use
Mox can't be activated. He could plus on the Chrome Mox and turn the Chrome Mox into a 0/0 creature. And just go ahead and get it off the field. But he might be interested in.
Oh,
So
yeah,
he's
okay.
probably thinking about whether he wants to turn that into a creature or if he wants to just go ahead and down tape
And
grab
get like
something.
get a piece, okay. But then it could be vulnerable to getting attacked by Max the Moon, right?
Right.
So,
Or die to a bolt.
yeah, to put it down to 3 loyalty, yeah, that's damage. Maybe just-
Which notably, the mono red player, he's not playing any bolts, but he is playing a full 4 Fury and 4 Pyrocloys.
Fury's a good card. That's a cool card.
So he did opt to go ahead and plus on the Chrome Mox, that Semiosphere guide you see there, it's in exile.
Yeah.
He went
There's
in,
the Ugin.
exile Dugan, get that out of here,
Good
can't
looking.
cast
Ugin.
it.
Yeah, good looking.
Yeah, if that's foil, that's a $70 Ugin.
Yeah, that's nice.
Exiled Karn off the top of his deck, going down to 10, because every time he activates that Mystic Forge, it costs him alive. That's another copy of the One Ring.
Okay.
So we're plussing on the One Ring. It is a 4/4 creature that's indestructible.
Mm-hmm. So that's a good tool to
It'll be able to
defend Karn.
block.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like that's a walking ballista for 1. Maybe. Oh, that's a Chalice of the Void on one. Both of these players having some interesting lock pieces here. We have a Walking Ballista for 2 from Nicholas. We got a Fable the Mirror Group.
Okay.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker from Jeffrey.
All right, let's go make that Goblin Shaman. Let's see what type. Do we have the Wizards prints? I think we do. Yeah, those are pretty expensive for tokens. They're like $70, and they're hard to find. And
Yeah, they were definitely like the mythic token of the set.
yeah. So note for folks at home, if you have a whole pile of tokens, you have any Goblin Shamans, they're worth a little bit. So I just, like, to your point, I picked up some RK Post ones for $1 or $2.
Yeah.
That look really, really good and custom and signed and everything, because I wasn't going to pay $8 for a token. So. Certainly a slower game. Again, this is one ring deck, so we're just grinding. It feels good to draw a bunch of cards with that card, though, man. Like, just activate, and then yeah, we still have the ring, the key, right? So he can use the key to untap it and go again. And
Yeah, if he wanted to, he can really start looping these draw effects.
yeah. Well, he's dropping something big. What is this?
Looks like that is a 5-mana Grim Monolith.
Okay. Oh, because of the flute. Gotcha. Now wait a second. He's tapping the Grim Monolith for mana.
It can be tapped for mana because Disruptor Flute says activated abilities can't be activated
Unless they're mana.
abilities.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So he can't pay the 3 to untap it, but he can tap it for mana.
Okay. Gotcha. Good call. I mean, but Karn is certainly locking down Jeffrey's One Ring, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah, his One Ring's completely locked down.
Yeah.
He can't activate it. He won't be able to use the treasures that the Goblin Shaman makes.
Yeah.
And he's taking 1 every turn because his One Ring has a counter. Has a
Micah
murder
and
counter on it.
Gladys.
Oh, that's...
Is this getting cast or just put it in hand right now?
Looks like he's casting it.
Okay. I thought he was kind of tapped out, but I could have missed that. Okay.
Well, it looks like the Magus of the Moon's gone, so he...
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, so he's got big mana. Okay.
Yeah, he shot it down with the Walking Ballista.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how Jeffrey comes back from this, right? Is this
Yeah,
just-
I don't know either.
Is Nicholas just about to shut this down?
He would have to have like 2 copies of Fury and be able to cast them both.
Okay.
So he's discarding both cards to draw a couple cards.
What about a
Can he
handshake?
draw an answer?
Think about, oh, let's put my card back.
Getting a counter off of this
Saga.
Urza Saga.
Okay.
Can't be activated.
He's completely locked down with the Karn lock, right?
Yeah, none of his
Yeah, I mean,
none of his permanents can be activated.
Can't use his One Ring, can't tap his lands. I mean, this is... He's got a Goblin Shaman token, you know.
All right, he does go ahead and concede. All right, so we're going to see if we can go ahead and get over to our other. They're already done too.
Yep.
So
All right.
we'll
We'll see if we can grab Nicholas.
Yeah, see if
Okay.
we can grab Nicholas. in
Okay, I'll
here.
grab him. Give me a second. All right, chat. We're here with Nicholas with Mystic Forge combo. So you're now 5-0 or 6-0? 6-0. Wow. Okay. How's the deck feel?
Deck feels strong. Definitely plan to play against a lot of Reanimator and
Okay.
Use All spells today.
Okay.
Definitely made a very interesting choice to cut defense grids last minute, even though there's a lot of blue decks, and just have more gas to just go faster, thinking if I just shove, they can only have so many Force of Wills, and there's a decent amount of non-blue decks.
Okay.
That if I just have more things to do, all the non-blue decks, the defense grids are basically just dead cardboard.
Okay.
So if I just play other cards to make the deck go faster or be more threatening, then I'll probably do all right. I've beaten Blue-Black Reanimator twice today, some
Okay.
sort of Grixis Reanimator once today.
Okay.
That was mono-red. Played against a pretty wide variety. I had a round 1 bye, always helpful.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
So into Blue Painter, which I'm playing a turbo Karn deck, so
Yeah.
that's kind of a less good matchup for them.
Okay.
So I've definitely had good draws, but I planned to be able to beat their Reanimator style decks. And
Okay. What has been your favorite card that you've been trying to grab the most out of the wish board with Karn? Like your sideboard, like Mycos and Gladys, or is it? Certainly, it depends. What have you been using Karn to go get?
That's always situational.
Situational, okay.
And everyone likes certain
Yeah.
cards in their toolbox, but Disruptor Flu's been pretty nice.
Okay.
Being able to just grab that and hold things hostage, like on your upkeep, I'll name Reanimate, so now it costs 4 to reanimate.
Which is that deck.
Which is
hardly
huge.
afford that. Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
also a needle, so you can just shut off Tamiyo, so you don't out of nowhere lose to a Tamiyo
Okay.
Seasoned Scholar Ultimate.
Yep.
One that is controversial is the Perilous Snare. So I played it,
Okay.
against the Show and Tell decks. If you grab that, that's often people are playing Portable Hole, which only gets CMC 2 or lower, but
Yes.
Perilous Snare is an Oblivion Ring, gets any CMC permanent.
Oh,
so if you
okay.
hold that in hand and they show in an Omniscience, they have to have the Cunning Wish to win on the spot, or they just lose their Omniscience.
Okay.
Or Big Guy. So
Okay.
I like having the actual Oblivion Ring.
Okay.
And for the slower matchups, I usually either get Tormod's Crypt to hold the graveyard hostage,
Yep.
or Liquid Metal Coating and go on the Stone Rain plan, like
Okay.
as early as turn 2, just start killing their permanents.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. We were talking about that. Kate and I were like, I didn't even think, because I play an Eldrazi post list that I use Karn, but I haven't even thought about Liquid Metal Coating to use that to just kill
Yeah,
lands.
and it's
So
usually
that's
more
sick.
egregious than people think. People
Oh,
are like,
that's cool. Yeah,
they're going to say, I'm going to lose 1 land a turn, and then I play it, and I go, coat your land, kill it, untap with a key, say
Oh,
go,
no,
then coat another. So
I'm
it goes,
sold. I'm a believer,
It
but I
goes
want
twice
it.
as fast as you think, and you just
Yes.
all of a sudden cannot play Magic anymore.
Oh, I
So,
want it. That's really cool. Now, where are you coming in from?
Philadelphia.
Okay, did you drive down here?
Fly to Dallas, drive up, mini road trip from
Yeah,
Dallas
okay.
to Oklahoma City with my guys from Jersey.
So you're here with some other players. So again, for all the folks out there, watching on Twitch, we have a lot of folks coming from all over the states to come to the Landrun. But I don't want to time jack you. I know the time's of the essence. So good
Thank you.
job, and hopefully we'll see you in top 8.
Thank you.
Take care. Yeah. All right, chat. We're going to go on a quick break, and Kate and I will be back for more Legacy action for round 7. I guess, right? So.